Hi, ladies. Sorry for being late this morning. Gonna wait just a few minutes, seeing as I'm a half an hour late. And there were a few of you that said you were going to come and join me. I totally understand. Hold on, let me see if I can get my notifications. Hi, is it Brigitte? Brigitte? And good morning to you too. I would love to know where you're listening from. So thanks for saying hi. I think there was a couple more. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry. Ooh, Birmingham, Alabama. Cool. Brigitte, what is it that you do in Birmingham? Sorry, I was out in the cold. It got like, we went from like summer to winter in like a day and a half. I was just outside and my face is a little bit frozen. Oh. Okay. Take a little sip. Okay, so Motivation Monday is here. If you're catching this on the replay, I'd love it if you did a little hashtag replay and say hi. Let me know that you were watching, and obviously any comments and questions, all of that would be very appreciated. I love like being able to actually have a conversation with you guys. So I titled today's Motivation Monday, the one thing. It's freezing in Alabama. You own a boutique, Orchids Vanity Boutique LLC. Brigitte, I would love it if you made a like separate post and just tell us a little bit about your business. That sounds really cool. Orchids Vanity Boutique. I would love to hear more about it. So please go in the group and share away. I would love to know what everybody is doing their day to day. Anyway, the one thing to do I'm going to say it, guarantee that you live your best life. So I would love like show of hands, say me or not yet, who feels like they're currently living their best life. I'd love to know. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say I'm about 95% there on most days. And I'm going to consider that a total win, because I think it is hard to live your best life every day, especially those of us that tend to be so concerned about everyone else and not necessarily how we're feeling. So that's been a big struggle for me in the past, to like constantly worrying about everybody else and not feeding my own best life. But here's the trick. When you start living your best life, it gives everyone around you permission to live theirs. Believe it or not, the energy just happens that way. So my number one tip for living your best life is to let your light shine. What does that mean? When I was meditating on what to share with you all today, last night, it's funny. I have my aha moments or my great ideas when I'm either walking, like taking my dog for a walk, or, walking in nature, or in the shower. Raise your hand. Who's got the ideas in the shower? The one place that it is the hardest to actually write anything down. But there is the two songs that come up from Sunday school. Like when you were a little kid going to Sunday school. Obviously, the Jesus Loves Me. There it is. And then second is This Little Light of Mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. And then we do the whole, it's bad right now. I can't remember all the words, but I remember you can't blow it out. Nobody's gonna blow it out, and nobody's gonna cover up your light. So the tip to living your best life is figuring out your light, allowing your light to shine. I think a lot of us know what our light is. We're just scared to let it shine. How's that make you feel? Take a breath there. Do you feel 100% confident in allowing that light of yours to fully shine in all company? So the light that I'm talking about is the one thing that you truly, truly love to do. It doesn't have to be I'm not talking, your favorite, actually it could be. What's the one thing that you truly love to do? The one thing that is oh, I wish I was doing this, fill in the blank. I understand, I will tell you, washing the dishes is not my thing. It has to be done, but there's something you're thinking about while doing that thing that has to be done. And this is going to be, I'm going to go back to an example from when I was, I'm going to say in junior high and high school. Well, my whole childhood, for those of you that don't know, I was horse crazy. I had friends that had all the teen heartthrobs up on their bedroom walls. I had pictures of horses. It was horse crazy. That's all I wanted to do. All I cared about was horses. And when it came time that I was going to go to college, I found out that I could actually get a degree in equine science. And at the same time, I was going through an internal struggle. Just so you know, this is all totally off the cuff. Internal struggle of listening to what was being told to me about what I should do for the rest of my life. And I was going to church a lot during that time. I was very strong into our youth group at our church, and I took it all very seriously. And at the time, going back, I can remember being scared that this wanting to, get a degree in equine science had absolutely nothing to do with God. And how could I be a good Christian, a good follower of Christ, how could I be a good person if all I wanted to do was horses? And it's just really appropriate that all of this is coming to my life today, because at the time, the youth pastor was very influential to me. A wonderful, wonderful man, and he is currently, I just got news this morning that his health is not well, and it just just a really special person, and I haven't seen him for years because I don't live in that town anymore, and he's been retired for a very long time, but he's not well, and I am sending prayers to his family right now that they are comforted by their faith and his faith, and knowing, without getting emotional, anyway, Reverend Bob Melton, we called him Reverend Bob. He always knew exactly what to say. And he wasn't, and this is just my experience, like he could do the tough love like nobody's business. But there was one time, like, he knew that I was struggling with something. And I'm going to really try not to get emotional here because of the news that I got with him today. But I told him that, like, all of me, everything inside of me was telling me that I should, like, follow this love of horses and like go into that field and go to college, like, for animal science and specializing in equine science. And but I was terrified by some of the things that I was interpreting, what I was hearing in church and hearing in like how I was interpreting the Bible. I was just like, I don't want to go off on, like, the big part of my tangent, but I was terrified that was wrong, and that was not godly, and that was not Christian to, like, take up that field of study and choose that as my career. And Reverend Bob, I shared this with him, that I was, like, you know, terrified that I was, you know, sinning by choosing horses and not, I don't know, becoming a minister myself. I don't know what I was thinking. But I'm probably gonna slightly misquote this, but it was just between the two of us, and this is what I took from what he said. He shared with me, in a very loving way, that the God that he believes in, loves, and trusts would never give me such a drive if he didn't mean for me to follow through with it. And that was, like, the first, like, seed for me that God was really, like, putting something inside of us that he wanted us to do. And at the time, of course, I was just like, oh, yay, I can do what I want to do, and it's okay. And but I didn't really understand, like, the path that would put me on. So I will tell you that those words believing that God loves us so much that he puts this drive, this joy, this spark inside of us because he wants us to live it out. And that seed, that joy put me into so many different positions that actually grew my spiritual life. Like, if I wouldn't, who knows? I'm sure God would have guided me different ways, but I lived that life fully. I went all in. That was my career for 20 years. During those 20 years, there were times of struggle, and I was just like, I'm here because God gave me this joy. I'm here because God gave me this joy. And in that time, like, the people that I met my best friends for life through that experience. And I also, like, met people that introduced me to meditation, which going to yoga class, learning how to meditate, going to oneness retreats, like becoming a blessing giver, it all like stemmed from me like wanting to spend my life playing with horses. But like my spiritual life, it just kept growing and growing and growing through all of that. And like my connection with the divine just kept growing and growing and growing, to the point that now, like, as most of you know, like, I'm no longer, like, that was my career in the horse business, just came to an end, basically hit complete burnout, and learned a lot and moved on and made different life choices from all the wisdom that I gained during that time. And so coming back to that living your best life, don't fight that spark that's inside of you, that there's something in your heart, in your gut, that your mind listens to, that's telling you, either you're really uncomfortable, you're not happy, something needs to change, or like every day there's like, oh, crap, I didn't get to do this today. Crap, I didn't get to do this, or I wish I could do this. Like, figure, what is that thing for all of you? I would love to know, what is that thing for all of you? Because I will tell you right now, that thing for me is connecting with you. That thing for me is helping you to have less struggle in your life. It's helping you figure out your best life, helping you make choices that lead you to your best life. And giving you the tools for in between all of that to continue to learn where that spark is, to continue to bring it out, to give you the courage to let everyone in your life see it. That's the big thing right there. So many of us have this like wish, and we're like, oh, it's not important enough, or that's stupid, or nobody will understand. I challenge each of you to just follow that spark a little bit today. And if you've got the guts, follow it a lot. Post in the group. Here, this is what my joy is. This is what my spark is. This is what my light is. And together as a group, we can all help each other. Just encourage each other. You might find that one person or those 200 people, or, bring your friends in. Let's all do this together. And just everybody keep coming together, helping each other bring that spark out. Is it baking cookies? Is it planting flowers? Is it, talking to your best friend every day? Brushing your dog? Is it being a makeup artist, picking out your favorite outfit, writing the next best New York Times bestseller. Hey, what's your subject? If you have the next New York Times bestseller deep down in your gut, tell us what it's about, Is it your life story? Do you need to write your life story? Is it, I don't know, just connecting people? Let's hear it. I would love to hear back from you all. Again, sorry for being late today. And I just want to give you all the challenge to live your best life. Give yourself permission. You all deserve to live your best life. Take a step towards it today. Currently, I am living my best life. I am connecting with you all. I am sharing my story, and I'm wearing a hoodie and leggings, and it's the greatest. Anyway. Yes, someday there will be the lapping of the ocean in the background, maybe. And then the next day in the woods, I don't know. So we'll see. That's the other cool thing about living your best life. It tweaks a little bit all the time. But anyway, figure out your light. You know what it is. If you think you don't know what it is, you're just in denial. Don't worry about what it looks like to anyone else. Just so you know, I'm counting on my fingers and I don't know what I'm counting. So yeah, share it. Share it in the group. This is a safe place. This is a safe place for all of you. I would love to know. I'd love to know if you're struggling on any part of that. But anyway, I'm kind of hungry. I don't know why I just shared that. Maybe because I'm afraid my stomach's going to growl and it's going to come up on the live. Anyway, I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and maybe I'll pop on later. But please go in the group, post in the comments. I just want to get to know you all a whole lot better than we do already. So anyway, love always, and Lord, please bless the Melton family today and forever. Bless everyone that's here watching. And yeah, blessings to all. And talk to you later. Hope the sun's shining on you today. And if it's not, let your light shine on everyone else. Love to you all. Bye-bye.